Hello everybody, my name is Basso, so I'm going to demonstrate 5 glute exercises that help grow your glutes. A lot of women want to grow the glutes, but not only does it help grow your glute, but also the glutes help to balance any kind of knee issues that you have. So it's very important. All your ligaments run into your lower back, and then also all those ligaments help pull and strengthen, alleviate the pressure off your knees as well. So many benefits of strengthening your glutes, not just for the looks, but also to help balance you out. So the first one I like to do, I always start off warm up. So you can use a band or you can use a hip abduction machine, either one. But if you don't have a machine, you can use a band. So there's 2 positions I start off with the band. So you sit up with your heels out and you just do anywhere between 50 to 100 reps, just to get those muscles ignited on your heels and your toes pointed up. That way you get more activation in your glutes. So this is one position, sitting up. The next one, same concept. You're going to lean forward. Now the forward works a different angle of your glutes. So try it. Try not to do it with so much momentum. Slow it down so you can actually feel the difference. So the next one, you lean forward, same concept. Heels out. Do anywhere between 50 to 100. You really want to activate those glutes before we go into something super heavy. So again, it's up to you how many you want to do. Typically 50 to 100 reps. If I'm doing both of these, I do 50 each. The one sitting up and the one leaning forward. So those are the 2 you can get started with, and then we're going to go straight to the RDLs. So we're going to do an RDL, but it's not your traditional RDLs. It's not the straight leg one. We're going to do more of a hinge because it activates your glutes and hamstrings more. So when I do the RDLs, I'm not just doing the regular going down, coming up. I actually hold 5 seconds at the bottom. So I stand about shoulder length apart. Keep the bar along the side of your body so you're not leaning forward, and you want to hinge back as you go down. And then we want to hold for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring the bar back up. Keep the bar along the side of your body so that way you're not hinging, you're not leaning forward past your toes. Back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 3. So typically when I do that progressive overload, I do anywhere from 5 reps with 5-second holds and superset with 5 reps. So however you want to do it, the holds, you get better results than just using momentum. The next one is the leg press machine. This also helps activate your glutes. Now, the machine we just left, the RDLs, does engage your glutes and your hamstrings. This one does too. The way we're going to do it, we're going to get on the machine. We're going to feet wide apart and slightly toed out. So when we do this, the whole concept of it is bowing your knees out as far as you can, go down as low as you can without your hips leaving the bench. If your hips come off the seat, you're curving your back. That's a no-no. So toes out, come down, slow, and you're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. When you go up, don't lock your knees. Keep them bent. Come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 2. Keep it bent. Back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up. So when you're doing this right and going down low, you'll feel it all in your hamstrings, inner thighs, and you'll actually feel it in your glutes too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. So I showed you 3. We're going to go to number 4. It's the hip thrust. Reason I don't use this as a number 1 or number 2 or number 3 exercise, because it puts a lot of strain on your hips too. So a lot of people like to overload on this one. You use it for the first or second exercise. I like to use it for the third or fourth exercise, because by the time I get here, my hips are opened up, my hip flexors got engaged. That way I can get better range of motion. So here, if you don't have one of these machines, you can do it the traditional way with the bar across your lap and on a bench and going up. So the key to this, make sure your feet are not too far forward. It engages your hamstrings more. So you want to keep it almost like a 90-degree angle right here where your kneecaps are at. And so here you want to keep your chin down. So you want to go up, squeeze, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you do the RDL, well, hip adductor with the band, then go to the RDL, then the leg press, by the time you come to the hip thrust, you don't have to put a lot of weight to really feel it. You can put a 25-pound plate on it, and when you squeeze, you really feel it. So you know if you really engage your glutes before you come here. If you're overloading it when you get here, you didn't really take your time and did the holds and pauses on the other machine. And then the last one, what I like to do for my this one here, I save it for the end, because it's the same thing. It's like doing good mornings, but I do it more in a way I hinge it than versus the traditional straight legs. So it puts more pressure on it. So I'm gonna get up underneath here, same thing, shoulder length part. I'm gonna hinge more than I'm gonna do straight legs. So I'm gonna hinge down and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you feel it more in your back than your hamstrings and glutes, then your form is not right. Go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. So those are my five of my glute exercises that I do. Now, are they my go-to? No, they're not my go-to, but you want diversity. You want different angles to hit your glutes, but these are just 5 to start with. Every week when you do your glutes, try to hit your glutes with different exercises so you can hit at different angles. So that way you're attacking different ways of growing your glutes and not just weights only. That's it. Thank you.